All right, let's talk about the one question, literally the only question, every new creator seems to ask. You know the one, right? The one that has you scrolling endlessly at 2 a.m., watching video after video, and they all promise some kind of secret sauce?
Yep, that one. How do I make my YouTube Shorts go viral? It's a huge source of frustration, I get it. But today, we're going to cut through all of that noise. We're going to lay out the real system that actually works.
I mean, you've heard all this stuff before, right? Use 1 million tags, post 10 times a day. It's this crazy whirlwind of advice that's just flat out contradictory. Honestly, it feels like it's designed to keep you confused, making you chase your tail instead of, actually making good videos. Well, we're done with that. Today, we cut through the clutter.
So here's our game plan. First, we're going to bust the biggest myths holding you back. Then, we'll get into the two things that really matter: the algorithm and the audience. After that, I'll give you a simple, practical formula you can use right away. And we'll wrap it all up with a challenge that I promise will change the way you create.
Okay, let's dive in. First things first, we've got to clear out all that junked advice that's probably just slowing you down. And we're starting with a big one, the myth of tags. Come on, we've all done it. You spend hours digging through hashtags, trying to find the perfect combination, thinking this is it. This is the magic key that's going to unlock the viral floodgates. But is it really?
Well, the short answer is nope. And look, this isn't just some random guru's opinion on the internet. This comes straight from a YouTube employee, the person who literally designed the Shorts algorithm. When the guy who built the house tells you a key isn't necessary, you should probably listen.
So here's the bottom line. Stop obsessing over tags. Seriously, they won't save a bad video, and they won't magically make a good video go viral all on their own. Your time and energy are so much more valuable, and they're better spent elsewhere. Which, funny enough, brings us to myth number 2.
Okay, I'm sure you've seen this hack floating around. Your shorts get stuck at like 0 views, so the advice is to delete it, re-upload it, and poof, it suddenly gets a few hundred views. Sounds like a pretty sweet trick, doesn't it? But what's really happening here? Look, it might work once or twice, but what you're doing is basically trying to scam the algorithm, and YouTube is not a fan of that. If you do this over and over again, they can and they will take notice, and that could lead to your entire channel getting deleted. It is just not worth the risk.
Ah yes, the magic time to upload. This one causes so much stress for creators. Should I post at 2:17 p.m. on a Tuesday when Jupiter is aligned with Mars? Is 6 p.m. on Friday the golden hour? Is there really some secret window we're all missing?
Okay, let's just put this one to bed once and for all. There is no fixed magic time to upload your shorts. The algorithm is smart. It pushes your content out when people are actually on the app. Your job is to make a fantastic video, not to try and time the market. So please, stop waiting for the perfect moment and just hit publish.
And that brings us to the last big myth we're busting today, the idea that you need to post like 10 shorts a day. This is just a recipe for burnout and, let's be honest, a lot of really bad videos. Here's the truth. One single, fantastic, well-made short is worth so much more than 10 rushed, mediocre ones. It's all about quality, not quantity. Okay, so we've cleared out the bad advice. Now let's get to the good stuff, the things you actually need to focus on. It really boils down to just 2 things: understanding the algorithm and understanding your audience.
So, first up is the algorithm side of things. There's a metric called shown in feed. All this means is the number of times YouTube showed your short to someone. Think of it like an impression. Simple enough, right? That's just step 1.
Because step 2, well, this is where the magic happens. It's called audience retention. This is simply the percentage of your video that people stick around to watch. And YouTube is super clear about this. The higher your retention, the more they're going to show your short to new people. This right here is the engine of virality.
And if you remember one thing from this, let it be this. The algorithm is actually pretty simple. All it wants to do is find good videos and show them to more people. The audience, that's the complex part. Your real job isn't to hack the algorithm. It's to figure out what your audience thinks is a good video. Master that, and the algorithm will work for you.
Okay, so how do you do that? In a world of endless scrolling, how do you make someone stop their thumb for your video? Well, let's break down the practical strategy. I call it the finger-stopping formula.
It's built on 3 key pillars. Number 1, a super strong hook in the first couple of seconds. Number 2, smart, fast-paced editing. And number 3, a clear call to action to build your community. Let's start with that all-important hook.
Your hook is everything. You have literally 1, maybe 2 seconds to grab someone. You can do this by talking about a famous person, creating a curiosity gap that they have to see the answer to, starting with a really interesting clip, or just covering a topic that's already trending. Oh, and here's a great pro tip, especially for new channels. Hide your likes. Seriously, some people see a low like count and just automatically swipe away. Don't give them that excuse.
Okay, next up is your editing. And listen, this is more than just cutting out the silent parts. A simple, boring cut won't work. You need to use dynamic jump cuts, where you zoom in a little or reframe the shot. It adds energy and motion. Then layer on top of that. Add subtitles, add sound effects, add background music. The goal should be to have something new happening on screen like every 1 to 2 seconds to keep their eyes glued.
So, we've busted the myths, we've laid out the formula, but just knowing this stuff isn't enough, right? The real change happens when you put it into practice, and that's why it's time for a challenge.
It's simple. The number is 75. The challenge is this. For the next 75 days, create and upload 1 high-quality short every single day. And do it using the formula we just talked about, a great hook, smart editing, and a clear purpose.
Because at the end of the day, this is the real secret. It's not some magic hashtag. It's not a secret time to post. It's about consistency. It's about the discipline to show up, to try again after a video flops, to keep learning, and to just not give up. Every single short you make is a lesson.
Going viral isn't like winning the lottery. It's more like building a staircase, 1 video at a time. Your 75 days of building that staircase, they start right now. So the only question is, what are you going to create first?